You've done the work, years of it. Therapy, EMDR, IFS, somatic healing, shadow work, inner child work. You've processed your trauma, faced your patterns, and done the healing practices. And you still feel empty, still exhausted, still feeling like something fundamental is missing. Here's the truth that nobody in therapy culture wants to admit. Doing the work doesn't heal soul loss because modern psychology has no concept of the soul, much less that it can be wounded or fragmented. And if you're an empathic healer or entrepreneur who's worked on yourself for years and you still feel like you're running on empty, this is why. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why doing the work fails to heal soul loss, what's actually missing from that approach, and what soul loss actually needs instead. You're the person who's done all the work. You've read the books, hired the therapists, attended the workshops, practiced the techniques. You understand your attachment style. You've processed childhood wounds. You know your triggers. And yet you still feel like something important is missing. Like you're going through the motions of healing without actually feeling alive and full of vitality. Sure, you've healed some wounds, but you're still missing the joy in your life. You're starting to wonder if you're doing something wrong or if you're just unfixable. I'm Dr. Oscar Bettis, the soul recovery specialist. I work specifically with empathic healers and entrepreneurs who've done the work for years and still feel depleted. And I can tell you, you're not failing at healing. The problem is that doing the work is designed from a perspective that's still focused on your mind as an isolated, wounded being. That's not enough for soul retrieval. Those are fundamentally different things. I'm going to show you the 5 reasons that doing the work doesn't heal soul loss and what actually restores you instead. Doing the work treats your emptiness as a problem to fix, not as the absence of a part of you. Doing the work assumes that your issue can be dealt with by looking at it rationally, by talking it through, and maybe expressing some of the emotions around it. It approaches healing as a cognitive exercise. So you learn all of the psych language and all of the diagnoses, but you don't transform anything at the root. Soul loss doesn't respond to psych language and DSM-5 diagnoses, or meds for that matter. It responds to spiritual recognition and ritual action. When soul loss happens, a part of your soul left your body because it wasn't safe. It's not anything that's unprocessed. It's that a part of you has become displaced. You can't process your way back into wholeness when a fundamental issue is that a part of you doesn't trust that it's safe with you. Here's what therapy culture gets wrong. You can't just think your way through this. You need embodied experience and guided ritual to bring the lost parts of you back. Every empathic healer and entrepreneur who comes to me has done years of processing. They understand the psych language around their trauma. They've accepted their diagnoses, and some even wear them like a badge of honor. They've taken their meds, and they still feel empty. That's because modern psychology approaches the mind and body like they're machines, and not like living beings with a real spiritual and energetic essence. You're not a machine to be fixed. You're a living being that's lost a part of your life force, but you can call it back. Imagine your house is empty, like nobody lives there. Doing the work is like renovating the house. It's fixing the walls, it's painting the rooms, it's reorganizing the furniture. The house looks great, but it's still empty. No amount of renovation brings the inhabitant back. Soul loss is what happens when a part of you doesn't feel like the house is safe to return to. Doing the work renovates without addressing the fundamental problem. A part of you still doesn't believe that it's safe to live there. Stop asking, what do I need to process next? And start asking, where did that part of me go? And how can I call it home? But it's not just about absence. Here's what else doing the work misses. Doing the work keeps you in your head, and soul loss requires embodied presence. Most therapy and healing modalities are cognitive. Talking, analyzing, understanding, gaining insight. Even somatic therapies often focus on processing sensations mentally. But soul loss happened because your body became uninhabitable. Thinking about it doesn't change that. Soul recovery requires you to be in your body, present, grounded, not just analyzing things from your mind. You can understand everything about your soul loss and still be disassociated from your body. You can't think your soul back into your body. Empathic healers and entrepreneurs tell me all the time, I understand why I'm disconnected. I can explain my dissociation perfectly, but I'm still not present in my body. I still feel like something is missing. And that's because understanding is cognitive, but soul loss is somatic and spiritual. Your soul doesn't care about your insights. It needs to feel that your body is safe to inhabit again. Imagine trying to convince someone to return to a house where they've experienced pain by describing the house's floor plan. You can explain every room, every detail, but that doesn't make them feel safe enough to walk through the door. They need to physically experience the house as safe, not just intellectually understand it. Your soul is the same. It doesn't need more analysis. It needs felt safety in your actual body. Can you explain your trauma and patterns perfectly, but you still feel disconnected from your body or from your life? That's the limitation of cognitive work. It gives you understanding without embodied presence. And here's where doing the work becomes actively harmful. Doing the work treats healing as individual, but soul loss requires relational repair. Western therapeutic culture is hyper-individualized. You process your trauma, fix your patterns, and heal your wounds. But soul loss often happens in a relational context. Betrayal, abandonment, carrying other people's pain, and soul recovery requires relational repair, reconnecting to ancestors, to nature, to community, to spirit. You can't heal relational wounds through individual processing alone. Soul loss needs witnessing, needs containers, needs community belonging, not just personal insight. You can't heal disconnection alone in a therapy room. Every empathic healer or entrepreneur with soul loss describes profound isolation, even after years of therapy. They've processed everything individually, but they still feel fundamentally alone. That's because soul loss is often about severed connection to lineage, to earth, to belonging. Individual therapy can't restore what's inherently relational. Imagine a tree that's been uprooted from the forest. You can work on the tree individually. You can prune it, water it, care for it, but the tree is dying because it's disconnected from the forest ecosystem, from the soil, from the mycelial network, from other trees. Doing the work is like treating the isolated tree. Soul recovery is replanting it in the forest, restoring the web of relationships that sustain it. Ask yourself, have you done years of individual healing but still feel fundamentally alone? Does your healing feel like it's happening in isolation? Do you long for connection to something larger, to ancestors, to earth, to community, to spirit, but you haven't found it through therapy? If the answer is yes to all three of these, then your soul loss requires relational reconnection, not more individual processing. Now, here's the part that really matters. If this is landing, if you're seeing why years of work haven't restored you, subscribe for more on soul recovery beyond therapy cultures. You can also sign up for a soul recovery consultation in the description. Doing the work assumes that everything needs processing, but some pain just needs witnessing. Therapy culture says process it, integrate it, work through it, heal it. But some pain, especially ancestral grief and soul loss, it doesn't need processing because it can't just be processed. It needs acknowledgement, witnessing, ritual, and release. Not everything broken needs fixing. Some things just need to be seen and honored. Doing the work tries to resolve what sometimes just needs to be acknowledged. Not all pain needs to be healed. Some pain needs to be witnessed and released. And this needs to be done in a communal, ritualistic container. Healers and empathic entrepreneurs spend years trying to work through pain that isn't theirs to process. through ancestral grief, collective trauma, absorb pain from friends, family, and clients. They keep trying to integrate it, resolve it, and make meaning from it. But it doesn't integrate because it's not theirs. It needs to be witnessed. This happened. It was real. And now I can release it. Imagine carrying someone else's ashes. You can't process or integrate ashes. They're the remains of something that already happened. Your job isn't to make meaning from them or heal them. Your job is to honor them, acknowledge what they represent, and find the right place to lay them down. Ancestral grief and soul loss are the same. They need ritual release, not therapeutic processing. Think about your deepest pain. Ask, is this mine to process? Or is this something that was passed on to me? Something that I need to witness and to release? If the pain feels older than you or bigger than you, if it doesn't connect to your personal story, you need to learn ways to witness it and process it ritualistically. So, what actually works when doing the work doesn't? Here's the shift. Soul loss needs embodied ritual, relational connection, and permission to stop working. Soul recovery isn't about doing more work. It's about stopping the endless processing. What actually heals soul loss are grounded, embodied practices, things that reconnect you to nature, to presence, to the larger web of community that you're a part of. It's relational reconnection to ancestors, to spirit, to community. And it is ritual acknowledgement, witnessing, and return. It requires permission to stop working on yourself and simply be present. Soul loss heals through invitation and presence, not through effort and processing. Your soul won't come back because you worked hard enough. It comes back when it stops feeling threatened, when you stop working and start being present. The empathic healers and entrepreneurs who successfully recover from soul loss don't do it by adding more modalities or by working harder. They do it by stopping the endless processing, by stopping the self-improvement projects, by stopping the desperate search for the next thing that will fix them. They ground, they rest, they invite their soul home through simple presence, through becoming a safe space to be. You have to stop chasing the next healing modality, hoping that this one will finally work and fix you. You have to stop processing and analyzing every feeling and pattern endlessly. And you have to stop treating your healing as a project that needs more work. Instead, you have to start embodying things like grounded practices, things that connect you to nature and to the larger web of life. You need to start relational practices like ancestral work, earth connection, creating community. You need to start having simple presence without an agenda and without your body feeling like you need to fix things. Here's one practice that replaces doing the work with actual soul retrieval. This soul recovery practice honors what doing the work can't touch. It replaces cognitive processing with embodied presence, individual work with relational connection, and endless effort with simple invitation. It combines earth grounding or connection with nature for embodiment, ancestral acknowledgement for relational repair, and soul invitation for spiritual retrieval. This works because connecting with the earth and with nature grounds you in the present moment and also connects you to ancestral wisdom that exists within you somatically. The ancestral connection restores relational belonging and makes you see that you're not alone in what you carry. And the soul invitation honors your life force. It shows it that it is welcome. The rest and the presence prove to your soul that it is safe to return. This is about being, not doing more work. Doing the work is like frantically searching for your keys while you're standing on them. Soul recovery is like stopping the search, standing still, and realizing that you are standing on what you're looking for. Your soul isn't lost somewhere out there, requiring more work to find it. It's right here, waiting for you to stop searching and just be present enough to allow it to come home. Tonight, practice the simple soul recovery ritual that aids in what the work can't. For the first part of this, you want to just go outside and lie flat on the earth or on the floor if necessary. Place both of your hands on the ground and say out loud, I'm done working to fix myself. I'm done treating myself as a project to fix. Feel the relief of stopping and let it land. Take a deep breath and say, I stop, I rest, I am here. Staying connected to the earth, feel full body contact. Don't analyze your sensations, just feel them. Notice the sensations of weight, temperature, pressure. This is embodiment without an agenda. It's just presence. Say to yourself, I'm in my body. I am safe to be in it. Place one hand on your heart and one on the earth and say, I call to my ancestors. I call to the earth. I call to the spirit of the world. Acknowledge, I can't do this alone. I'm not meant to, and I ask for help. Feel the support as it surrounds you. Know that your lineage is with you, and let yourself feel that you're a part of something bigger. Then, invite those lost parts of yourself home. Stay grounded and speak to those parts of your soul gently. Say, I'm not going to fix you. I'm not trying to fix you. I just want you to come home. It's safe for you to return. I've stopped the endless work. It is safe for you to be here. Don't force things. Don't effort them. Just open the door and wait. Notice any subtle shift in you. And to close, say, I honor what needs witnessing, not processing. I welcome what returns without working for it. I rest in presence. This works because it creates the space that your soul can actually enter. Connecting to nature and to the earth helps you feel supported without mental processing. And the relational repair allows you to feel that you are connected and supported by forces that are much bigger than you. You're learning to be present without doing the work. You're learning to just embody it. Practice this 3 to 4 times a week and see how it shifts the way that you feel in your own body. You're not failing at healing. Doing the work just isn't designed for recovering from soul loss. Soul loss doesn't need more processing or insight or effort. It doesn't need more diagnoses. It needs you to learn to be present with yourself, to reconnect with and call in those forces that you're connected to that have always been there. You are learning how to heal this through witnessing and through reconnection, not through forcibly trying to change yourself or fix yourself like you're a machine. Subscribe for more on soul recovery beyond therapy culture and beyond doing the work. And if you're ready for support in releasing what you've been carrying all along and what doing the work hasn't helped, then you can sign up for a soul recovery consultation in the description. Becoming whole is not a project. Inviting your life force home is not about you fixing yourself. It's about recognizing that you are a part of something much greater than yourself, and that you always have support from the unseen and the physical forces around you.